Hello everybody, this is Brendan from Lemplates, and in this video I'm going to show you the best way to set up Coda for internal playbooks. Not the most advanced setup, but the one that actually gets used by your teams. I'm going to select my example here. So the biggest mistake teams make in Coda is starting with too much structure. For internal playbooks, start with a simple document. Basically, the place where your process lives. The steps are clear and the context is easy to find. So instead of splitting things into multiple different systems or nested documentations, keep things visible. Playbooks work best when people don't have to think about where they have to click. The goal here is clarity, not cleverness. Coda makes using formulas very tempting. You can calculate almost anything, but most internal playbooks don't need it. Complex formulas often give rise to slowdown of edits, a breakdown when owners change, and it can even confuse non-technical users. For playbooks, formulas rarely add value. If someone has to understand logic to follow the process is already too complex. Tables are still useful, just keep them basic. A good playbook table usually needs a topic or a header, clickable item, drop-down statuses, and you can even put owners onto the roles if you like. Therefore, each row represents a step, nothing more. This keeps the playbook readable and scannable, especially for people who only open it occasionally. What you want here is structure, not friction. Now let's have a look at how this actually gets used in a typical day. Scroll down, I have my document header, bit of a to-do list, table with my topics. In this document, you will see a clean checklist view with a simple what to do next section. People shouldn't have to switch views to understand what's expected of them. If your playbook works at a glance, people will actually follow it. So restraint is the real skill in Coda. Coda gives you a lot of power, but internal playbooks only succeed when anyone can understand them. Also, when anyone can update them. And lastly, when no one is afraid of actually breaking them. The simpler the setup, the longer it survives inside a team. For context, this is how we do this in Lemplates, which is the tool we use ourselves. In Lemplates, the restraint is built in. The focus is very much on clear playbook templates, consistent structure across teams, fast reuse without rethinking layout, and minimal setup from the start. I can take an existing SOP, decide to edit it how I like, adding more information into additional steps. Or if I want, I can just run my template. This gives you consistent structure across teams. Let's add a note and check it off. It also gives you fast reuse without rethinking the layout and basically minimal setup from the start. You're encouraged to document processes cleanly without turning them into systems. If you want to see this approach in full, Lemplates is linked below.